And just a little shout out to our friends on YouTube or on the internet. We're doing a short video here. I don't have a face for video, I have a face for radio, in case anybody's wondering. Monarch is the name of that. I'll be just holding up the CD for any viewers to look at there as well. Now I'd like to share with you, just it will be a small segment for video purposes here. And I'm again just taking a little excerpt from the liturgical calendar. So that's the liturgical calendar for 2018. I recommend this lovely book to guide us through the church's year. And just a little tip for us there for Lent. It just here the suggested ways of fulfilling Friday penance. And our Friday penance, as you know, hasn't gone away the idea of fasting on a Friday or abstaining in some way on a Friday. And the tradition always was abstaining from meat, of course, on a Friday, and that fish would be the preferred food. But there's such a diet now and availability of food, that idea of fasting from fish, you can get a lovely sumptuous meal of fish, and I'm not sure where that ends up in the terms of fasting and Friday penance, but certainly abstaining from meat or some other food. So maybe a dessert or something like that might be a way of abstaining at some level. Here, part of the suggested list from the Bishops' Conference of Ireland, it was published in 2010. They also suggest abstaining from alcoholic drink or smoking as a way of fulfilling Friday penance. Now, smoking is very unpopular nowadays, and growing in unpopularity is no bad thing, but abstaining from alcohol maybe no bad thing too. In fact, I saw a picture on the paper there at the weekend where there's a couple of pubs in Cork and Newmarket, might give them a shout out there, who are abstaining from opening on Good Friday. They're keeping the faith, as it were. So fair play to them. The licensing for Good Friday has been changed now, that normally all licensed premises were closed on a Good Friday, but apparently not. Now they can be open legally, but some pubs are deciding to hold to that. So well done, they're going to keep their Good Friday fast. So here's what else is on the list here: making a special effort at involvement in family prayer. That's a very good suggestion indeed. I would suggest for fulfilling Friday penance, some prayer together as a family, and a few others offered as well. Making a special effort to participate in Mass on Fridays. That's fulfilling our Friday obligation of penance. A visit to the Blessed Sacrament, very appropriate too. Making the Stations of the Cross. And indeed, that's something we must try and feature here on Radio Maria every Friday if we can. I think the Stations of the Cross, in my mind, would take a precedence over the Divine Mercy. I'd be more inclined to favour making the stations before, but we can do both. I mean, it's a radio station, we can put anything we want in, but I think we must try and form that into our programming as time goes on, the Stations of the Cross. And there's two more suggestions here. Fasting from all food for a longer period than usual. Maybe doing it without breakfast, say, that might be a good fast. And perhaps giving what is saved then to the needy. I'll just hold up here for the camera the trochra information. There's my trochra box as well. This is audio visual. We're flying on all cylinders now, lads. So the trochra box is a fabulous way of there's a visual of that too as well for those who are looking at online there. So giving what is saved. So if you don't spend money on breakfast, what does breakfast cost? A fiver? I don't know, €3, and give the money away instead. And the last one then, that the Bishops' Conference of Ireland have suggested as a way of fulfilling our Friday penance, is helping the poor, sick, old, or lonely. So visiting the poor, and maybe a phone call, getting in touch with those who are lonely or sick in some way. So that's a very useful list there. And if you have the liturgical calendar, which I'm reading from, it's on page 61 there. And I'm sure you can look it up online as well, the Bishops' Conference for 2010, their statement on Friday penance. You will find that there too as well. So very useful, and it ties us in nicely with the season of Lent and our journey through Lent.